and this has really been quite the scene. And Doug, have you seen any high water rescue boats or trucks yet?
No, we haven't seen any trucks come by. We haven't seen any buses come by. I'm going to tell you something about that in just a second, but first I want to point something out to you. That woman back there lying on that air mattress, she was in the second story of an apartment a short time ago. They were trying to rescue her. She fell and she has injured her back. And now we're trying to get an ambulance for her. I asked that guy who's on the phone. You see the man in the jersey. I asked him to give a call to 911, and looks like they are calling for an ambulance to come take care of that woman. Here, let me get down here.
Right there coming.
Here, you need to get out, man. Come on. All right, gotcha. Okay. All right, there we go. You okay, man?
I'm great.
Yeah. Tell me what was it like? I mean, overnight, did it start coming up? I hear people tell me it came up around 2 o'clock, right?
Yeah, it started coming up around 2. Everything just been, everybody coming together to help each other, try to get everybody out.
Is that your little girl?
No, it's not my little girl. We just helping saving civilian babies. The baby I just saved is the lady's right there. She just getting ready to walk out the gate.
So, how far back there? You live way back there in that second building over there. What?
We everywhere. I live right here in front, 285, but we just came from way around the back.
Yeah.
It's still a lot of babies and kids back there right now as we speak.
There's still children back there, huh? Hang on, okay. Hey, hang on a second. Let me talk to you. Hey, guy, come here. Let me talk to you. What were you saying? It's all right. You can stay down there if you want to. It's all right. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right.
All right. So tell me about what you saw back there. You were telling me there are kids back.
Yeah, it's kids everywhere. Just people coming out. They stranded with their babies. They ain't got nowhere to go. We just been out here helping them all day, trying to get secure in a stable spot.
So, the kids who were back there, I mean, like they're on the second story, right? They're with their families, right?
Yeah, they trying to get. We trying to get them up to the second story. A lot of people they was on downstairs. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to get them like safe. Like it's a bunch of people that they just out with their babies. It's cold. It's wet. They don't know where to go.
Well, all right. Well, listen, I'm glad you were able to get those guys out of there. I don't know if you're going back in there, but appreciate what you
We're going back.
We're going back.
Yeah.
All right. We'll let you get back to work here.
Yeah,
Who's this guy? Who's this?
That's his mama right there.
Hey, little man.
That's his mama.
Say hey.
Right there.
There we go.
Say hey. He don't know what's going on. Say hey.
Little homie don't know what's going on. That's his mama right there.
That's his mom right there.
There's mom. He's okay. Here we go. People are bringing children out, as you can tell over here. We've seen people come out, babies coming out in laundry baskets, and so people are bringing children out whatever they can. Air mattresses, little swimming pools, kiddie pools. Man, be careful over there. There's a manhole there. Okay, good. All right, so long as you know about it. That's one of the things people have been warning about over here. There's a manhole over there, and there's a danger about walking in these walking in this water here, because this water, although it looks safe, it looks calm, it's treacherous in some places.
Oh, there's a little dog right up on this second floor, so that appears to be, still inhabited. Oh, and look at this.
It's the people who wanted to stay if you want to interview them.
Okay, yeah, we got some folks. Hey, Gus, look down here on the lower floor. There's a gentleman coming out here.
Pressurized?
Sir, are you all right? You look to be in pretty good spirits.
Well, it is what it is.
Do you live here on the lowest floor, or is the whole thing yours?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
It's the garage.
Okay. He says the bottom floor here is his. So is everything that you have just wrecked?
No, we put stuff up on stilts. We've gone through this before, I mean, this is a lot worse than it's been in quite a while, but, you expect it, you do what you can. But right now, I'm just, I had some generators and stuff in here that we've got them back up on the second floor now, and I'm just trying to, like pesticides and stuff, get them in here and just get them out of the water so they don't spread, just get that stuff out of here.
That is responsible. Do you feel okay being here? I mean, these guys are coming around and telling people you can come with them.
I'm fine. Really? We're really good. We got a canoe out front. If it gets that bad, we'll row out. We can just go out that way, out of the current. But, no, just, it is what it is. Yeah. It's the river life.
Many of these are individual units. They're like condos or townhomes. So what we're seeing is that a lot of people, as you see, the lower part is underwater, but what we're hearing, they're able to actually section off their power to where they continue power to the upper floors and keep the bottom floor power off, and they're choosing to shelter in place. So they're able to bring in their own water, but on all these, you see, there's still a lot of danger. You just don't know what could be in these waters, what can happen. So we try to encourage people, even though you still have power and you can live in your upper floors, it's best to get relocated. Let's get you out of here. This is not somewhere that people should be, trying to live, even temporarily.
But that is good to hear and good to know that the power can be separated at least, so you don't have active electricity that's exposed to water right now.
So you see your power lines, and so they're getting fed from up above. Gotcha. So they get fed their power lines just like any other home. They get from their drips, and so
we're ready to fend if we need to here.
You're okay.
And unfortunately, water is now pushing into homes and making some roads impassable.
I just want to get the car out of the water right there.
Okay. Well, I think you should first get out of the vehicle. No, I don't want you pushing it.
And in this case, cattle seeking higher ground.
It's like it's a hay bale, but they're all staying pretty close together.
Found an armadillo that was drowning out there.
This is insulation, Greg, right here, and then this patio. And that's because it got blown out through this hole on this house. This is one of the hardest hit homes. That tree just slammed right through the roof, blew out this insulation.
We're still getting some photos and video from overnight. We heard about some people in Kingwood and the Kingwood area saying that they may have had tornado damage. It could be straight line winds, but take a look at this video we just received from Jennifer Odom. She said we can show this on air. It's about 30 seconds long. This is in the Summerwood community, which is south of Atascocita, and look at the winds that hit this morning around 5:14. You saw that basketball goal fall over on the ground. You can see debris flying around. It looks like there's possibly hail hitting the camera, and she says that actually it was like the trampoline flew over into a house 2 neighbors down. The fence was damaged. Here's a look at that trampoline now partially sitting on a neighbor's roof. So they think it was a small tornado that hit their neighborhood. Of course, the National Weather Service kind of has to examine and look at that further to determine that. We're receiving some new information from the Harris County Office of Emergency Management. They just tweeted tax deadline worries. Today's supposed to be the federal tax deadline. Well, they say state officials are now working on an extension with the IRS for impacted residents in Texas. In addition, we just received updated numbers, 897 rescues in Houston this morning and 1,222 rescues overall in Harris County as high water rescues go this morning. And here's the reason why. We're just talking about high water all around. You got to be careful when you go in. Sandy says these are the fire ants we're talking about. We've seen all these people walking around. Take a look. This is in Dickinson, Texas this morning. High water with the ants. Sierra has this look in Sealy. Look at the snake on the fence. It's on the very top and it's just slithering around looking for higher ground as well. This is why you don't want to go in the water, because you can't always see.
And sadly, at least 5 people have died after driving into high water today.
4 of the deaths happened in the city of Houston and another in Waller County. Rex Russell heard from the husband of one of the victims and joins us live near the Galleria area. Rex.
Yeah, 2 of those deaths occurred right back here in this underpass. Those drivers got stuck there. The water closed in on them. But before it did, one of the victims placed a phone call to her husband. I spoke with him this evening right out here, not far from where she died.
She said she's in trouble. She drove into water and water is everywhere.
Rajiv Singh describes the early morning distress call he received from his wife Sunita.
And apparently she thought she was being rescued because she saw some lights. Maybe they were from a wrecker or something. I thought, okay, she's being rescued.
An hour went by. He heard nothing, then tried to call back, but she never answered the phone. He had no idea at the time that 2 vehicles had become stranded in rising water near the 610-59 split. Authorities confirm both drivers drowned in their cars. Friends and family members say Sunita, a mechanical engineer who was on her way to work, was one of them.
She looks forward to every Monday. Every day she goes to work. By 6:30 she wants to be a job.
The accident comes several months after city leaders pledged to install railroad crossing arms at some low-lying underpasses in a move designed to prevent tragedies like this. But there were no crossing arms here.
Letting people drive into the high waters, that's ridiculous. That's very painful.
A pain compounded, he says, because it happened in Houston, a world away from the couple's homeland of India.
Okay, cancer, this heart problem, all that I understand. But this, driving to high water in the middle of the city and there's nothing that could be done, it's a terrible loss for me, for everybody.
This is an active situation here. You can see an elderly woman who is bedridden. Good folks at the Houston Fire Department are bringing her on this Houston Public Works vehicle here. We were told she needed to be rushed to a hospital, and of course there was no way in. So we are bringing her aboard this Department of Public Works high water vehicle. These are rescuers from the Houston Fire Department Station 21. They've been on duty since 6:30 this morning. And as you can see, with no way in, no way out, the boat went to get her a few blocks into this Maryland area. And now we're going to be heading out of this neighborhood here to what we assume will be a waiting ambulance to take this patient off to a hospital to assess the medical condition here. Again, this is live TV and the real life scenario. We are hours after the rain, and people are obviously in need. This is a classic case of someone who was trapped inside, could not get out, called for help, obviously needs medical assistance, and here we are